It's your boy Girl here, back with another video, and today I got a special video, guys, man. Today we're gonna be showing the best LBR team for this new up-and-coming Legends Battle Royale 01 to 08. If you guys don't know what the numbers is, it's basically when the characters got released when the game launched. So 01 means basically the first month of the game, ever since this game's lifespan. So the first month since Legends release, all the way to the 8th month. So I believe that will be towards like around January-ish, beginning of February. So basically 2018 to 2019, early 2019. So that's basically the characters that you can use. I'm gonna show you guys the best guys. I know I haven't been posting a lot of the LBR stuff, but I just felt like a lot of you guys wasn't really watching it. But I've been seeing a few people like, "Rough, I need an LBR guy," so I guess I'm gonna start bringing them back. But I just thought that a lot of you guys didn't really care too much about those vids. But this one's more interesting, so I think I can see why you guys want to ask about that. But before we start, man, subscribe to the channel. Road to 20K anniversary's on around the corner, and let's take a look here. So first, the biggest thing is let's read the special rules. So heavy and super attacks occur based on arts boost. So I really don't know what that means in a sense. I don't know if it means depending on like your arch boost level, they're gonna do more damage. But there's definitely heavy and super heavy attacks occur based on arch boost. So I'm assuming that if the character doesn't have arch boost, you're not gonna be able to have the extra heavy and super heavy attacks. So they kind of want you to use characters that's arch boosted. You're gonna have a better advantage as that as well. And you know, you get the CCs, you get the PvP rewards and everything like that there. And without further ado, let me show you guys the best teams. So there's a few teams, and there's a few things that you guys are gonna have to pay attention when it comes to this. One, Zenkai characters are going to be the best characters, right? Because they got higher stats. They look at their kids and try to make it better. Now, just because they're Zenkai doesn't mean that they're good. You also want to pay attention to this. Think about the characters that's got their latest Zenkais, because the latest characters that got their latest Zenkais are going to be better than characters that got their Zenkais like one of the first ones. For example, this Goku's one of the first ones. Just because he got a Zenkai doesn't mean that he is as good as Super Saiyan 3, because this guy got his Zenkai way before that Goku. So just because they're Zenkai doesn't mean that they're on the same level. And another thing that you guys need to point out is some of these Zenkais has their own unique equipment. For example, a character like Goku Black doesn't have a unique equipment that was catered for him, but a character like Fat Boo does. So you kind of want to go for characters. You want to look for characters that, one, has a unique plat, because that's another step of power creep. And then, when did they get their Zenkai? Did they get their Zenkai 5 years ago, or did they get their Zenkai last month? That also plays an effect of who's going to be more dominant. So I'm going to show you guys a few teams. I honestly don't know what would be the best team. I have a few, thoughts, but yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. So first I want to talk about is I think a team that a lot of people are going to be very slept on is going to be LOE. I think LOE is going to be a very slept on team, and I think the team that I will build with LOE will be this guy, leader slot. The reason why I will leader slot him is because he does not buff LOE with his heal, but he does yellow. So you want him leader slot so he can give all the Zenkai buffs. And not only that, this character also has a unique plaque. So this helps him a ton. You guys get this red slot, you guys get all this damage inflicted buffs and health and everything. It's going to help him compared to the older Zenkais. Adding him on the team. Next is going to be this character. A lot of people are going to be sleep on him. He is actually probably, I think out of all the characters here, I think he is actually the newest Zenkai. Out of all the characters that's in this range of the game. He's the oldest one. He's the one that dropped in March, because he dropped right around when Ultra Golden Frieza dropped. So he's the newest Zenkai, so his stats and his unique abilities is gonna be better than any single one of these, because he has to compete with like Super 17s. They're gonna make his Zenkai better compared to like this guy, because this guy Zenkai dropped in 2020. So this guy Zenkai dropped 2024, 4 years after the 16. This guy's gonna be a very slept on character, and he's the newest Zenkai out of all the characters that's dropped in here. So take that with a grain of salt. I think he's gonna be a sleeper pick. Next, you're going to have Blue Final Form Cooler. The biggest thing about him is he gives support, but not only that, he is one of the few characters as well that got a unique plat. You guys see here, if you guys can get this up to red slot, this LOE team is actually pretty scary, right? You have two characters. You have a nice color wheel there, green, yellow, blue. And then not only that, if you was trying to build this team, I would probably go and add Chilled. The reason why Chilled is going to help is because he's one of the few characters that's on here that actually has a HP buffer. Now, there's not, you got to think about it, like Regen's not going to have purple 21. A lot of these teams are not going to have their HP buffer because they dropped years after. So maybe like for example, movies is not going to have their HP buffers. You know, like one of the teams that's going to have it is going to be Saiyans, it's going to be hybrids. It's going to be those type of teams. So now every single team is going to have an HP buffer. So the fact that Chilled has one, he's a Zenkai, he's not that bad of a character. This LOE team looking pretty solid. So then if I had to add in the rest, depending on what you want to do, you can add in like Frieza if you're just trying to buff like the LOE buffs. You can even add in like more of a what's the name here. I know you can add any of these LOE characters, right? Like this purple, like I said, just for Z abilities wise, you can add these guys. I don't think he's gonna buff them, yeah. So those two Frieza EX characters buffs the team. I think this one only buffs blue here. I think he only does blue. I think he only does Frieza Force. So I'm just trying to give you guys a team, for example. But I think these four together is going to be really nice. I think that's going to be a slept-on team. So don't sleep on that team at all. So I'll probably add in. Let's just add in these two just for the Z abilities wise, right? Let's just add them in there, for example. So it's probably like an LOE team like this is going to be really nice. So after that, let's hop into the next team. I think another powerful team that a lot of you guys will probably think about is probably going to be Super Saiyans. I think Super Saiyans is going to be really good, bro. You guys know you guys can bring back the Holy Trinity. Now, I don't know if this is going to be the best team. I think it's going to be more of a nostalgia. But, I mean, the fact that you have crits, every single one of these characters has a Zenkai, right? I mean, you can't really, you know what I'm saying? They all got Zenkais. And then not only that, you can just really just Zenkai buff the main two characters here, right? You can buff the what's the name here. I think the better one would be actually be Super Saiyan 3 Goku. And you have this red Goku here, and then you also have an HP buff Super Saiyan team. Will actually be pretty scary. If you guys don't have the Zenkai brought up, a really good replacement will also be this Zenkai Goku. Reason why the Zenkai Goku be really good is one, he's probably one of the few, if not, I think he might be the only character, viable Zenkai character that's going to have endurance. If he's paired up with all movie saga characters, he's going to have endurance. He's paired up with Super Gogeta and Broly. They're both from the movie saga team. So if you want to build this team, you guys can. And you guys can add in this Goku. He will actually have endurance if he's on the full movies team. You can even add in this green cooler because I mean he's part of the movie sagas team as well. He probably is one of the stronger characters in this whole thing. So you guys can add in this cooler. If you guys are looking for a green, you guys can switch out one of the Zenkai buffers and do that as well. You guys can add in this Broly as a Zenkai buffer because he buffs movies. So I mean, like I said, this movie saga team, this movie Super Saiyan team is actually gonna be pretty nice here. Now, if you want to go with a more fleshed out color wheel team of the Super Saiyans, I mean not Super Warriors, you guys can add in this yellow Vegeta. This yellow Vegeta is actually gonna be really slept on as well. I believe he actually has a unique plaque, right? Is he one of the few, or am I tripping? I swear I thought he had a unique plaque. He doesn't. I guess I'm missing out. I thought he had a unique plat. I guess he doesn't. I guess I was actually mistaken. Let me take a look here. This is gonna be a long video because yeah, he does. I just didn't grind it. I didn't grind to get his, but he has a unique plat, so he's one of those few characters that's going to be pretty nice. Like he's part of the Super Saiyan team. He's getting the crit. He got a Zenkai. He got a unique plat. Looking very scary with this Vegeta here. So you can definitely add in this Vegeta as a yellow for the Super Saiyan team. He might be one of your better characters. So Super Saiyans, you kind of have like this movie-esque team as well. You kind of have the LOE setup. Next after that, you can kind of build it. If you want to go with a hybrids team, I don't know if hybrids is going to be the best team. But I mean, you can build a decent hybrids team, bro. I think Pan is probably might be one of your better characters. Because I think she's one of the latest Zenkais for hybrids. If not her, then I think it's the Green Trunks, but I think she was before. I think she was after Green Trunks, because if I remember correctly, her. You also have this purple Gohan. Purple Gohan is one of the few characters that actually got a unique plat as well. You guys see here, so he's going to be doing some pretty good damage compared to the other Zenkai characters. And then I guess if you want to have a third option would probably be Green Trunks. I'm not really too iffy about the hybrids team itself. I mean, one thing about them is they do have an HP buffer with the Gohan here, with the yellow Super Saiyan Gohan. And then after that, if you kind of want to focus more of a strike-based team, you want to have Gotenks on the team because he gives strike attack for the team. And if you want to have someone else to add in, it'll probably just be yellow. It'll probably just be yellow Kid Trunks. Unfortunately, he does blast, but in terms of the Z ability wise, I think that's just the smarter character to choose. Unless you can kind of, unless there's like a sun fam Z ability that I'm kind of missing that you can add for this team here, or you can even switch him out and add in this yellow Gohan just for a better Z ability buffs. He does strike attack 33, right? Instead of that blast, you guys can add him as well. So that'll probably be a better Z ability for the hybrid stream. But you'll be pretty much rocking the main three, the top three. I don't really know how I feel about this red Trunks here. I don't believe he has a unique plat, if I'm not mistaken. I don't think he does. I don't think he does. Yeah, he doesn't have a unique plat, so I wouldn't rock him at all. So I'll probably just take him out and add in the green Trunks just for more strike attack type of things. So yeah, you can do hybrids. Like I said, I'm trying to give you guys multiple teams that I'm thinking of that can be viable. So next, we probably have two teams, three. I'll say three more teams. Three more teams, yeah, three more teams. One, you can do Regen. If you guys are curious about Regen, Regen is probably one of the few teams that actually has like that has a solid full color wheel team. If I was to build Regen, I'll have in Green Piccolo. They don't have their HP. They don't have their HP bench. Unfortunately, I don't think this yellow Cell does Regen. I think he does androids, yeah. So they don't have purple 21 around this time, but you can double Zenkai buff Fat Boo with him and himself with the Green Piccolo. And he's one of the few characters as well that has his own. He's one of the first. He's the first character to have his own plat, so it's not gonna be as good compared to like the other unique plats that the other character, the other Zenkais I showed has, because he's the first one. So they was kind of testing the waters to see like, is this too much or this is too little. So then they've been going up for all the other ones. But I mean, if you want to rock Regen, you can. Yellow DKP is not bad because he nullifies endurance. He can steal Dragon Balls. I just don't think he's going to be up there compared to these other Zenkais. Janemba, red, and then you have blue Kamikolo here for a full color wheel team. You know, like I said, that's pretty much their biggest advantage is a full color wheel. If you want to look for a better yellow, I mean, this yellow Cell is actually pretty slept on, and you guys can leader slot him, and then he was Zenkai buff. He would HP buff the whole team as well if you want to do something like that. But I just don't think Regen is one of the top teams in here. But I just wanted to give you guys an option if you guys are looking for a team to use here. Next is probably going to be Android. I think Android is going to be a really top tier team as well. Let's build androids. I think the main person you do want to have is this Cell because he gives HP buff to the team. Next, yellow. The only problem I have with androids itself is that some of these characters doesn't have good Z abilities. Like this, like Android 18. Her issue is that she buffs females or girls as her Z ability, which unfortunately. But I mean, this Cell does Zenkai buffer because she is a yellow android. She does not have a unique plat at all. Okay. Next after that, purple 17 is not a bad Zenkai unit. He's relatively, I don't remember when he dropped. I don't know if it was last year or 2 years ago, but he's relatively-ish, newish in a sense. I know green 16 is one of the few characters that got a unique plat as well. You guys see that right here. You guys can use that. I think he's going to be a really nice character because there's some really powerful blues around this time, and him just being that super tanky green, I think he's going to cause a lot of issues for a lot of these blues for sure. And then he has yellow 18 that can do extra damage to Saiyans, a lot of powerful purple Saiyans. And then in terms of the other characters, I think a red that people are not going to really think about in terms of androids is going to be this EX17. Me personally, I think this EX17 is a little bit better than this red Cell here. I just don't. I think he's a newer Zenkai, and I think he just does a little bit better damage, strike base as well. The only problem is his Z ability buffs red, but I like him over the red Cell. And then in terms of your last character, you can go with this green EX18. Now she's really slept on. She actually got some good damage afflicted buffs. You guys see her 20 damage here. Then like when her allies die, she gets extra buffs there, but you're not going to have her as last stand. She gets 60 damage when it start, extra 15 to girls battle members. You guys actually see she actually gets extra support allies as well to her damage. So she's not bad. She gives a double HP for the team, unfortunately, but she is not a bad character that I'll use. I don't think there's really no good blue androids. Like, she's pretty much the only one here. She's trash, so you definitely don't want to use her. But if you want to add in her, you definitely can. Now, unfortunately, you have 2 HP buffers, but that just makes 16 even more of a tank. In terms of Rising Rush and soaking all that damage is pretty insane. So that's kind of how I'll build my androids team. Something like this. Yeah. Other than that, bro, another team I kind of saved the best for last is going to be Saiyans. Just Saiyans, the team Saiyans itself. It's going to be really powerful. If I was to build the strongest Saiyan team, I will go purple, Super Saiyan 3 Goku. You guys all know why. Like, I mean, this guy has his own plat. He has a Zenkai, he has his own plat. So this guy's going to go absolutely crazy, right? He actually gets extra pure defense if he's paired up with a Majin Buu Saga. And there's actually a really good slept on yellow Saiyan Majin Buu Saga character that I want to talk about. Is this Super Saiyan 2 Goku here. He's actually one of the newer Zenkais from this month. I mean, from this little time frame in terms of getting his Zenkais. 60 damage, reduced damage by 35 here, 20 damage here. I believe he actually destroys Dragon Balls too when he gets hit. Activates 3 times, so that's not bad. I think he is the best yellow. If you guys want to have another yellow, you guys can use this yellow Vegeta. Only problem is he's blast based, but this guy is I think he does double offense, but he buffs yellow, so you guys can have him as your leader slot there. And then the best red Saiyan is actually going to be Majin Vegeta. Majin Vegeta, what they did to his Zenkai was insane. Like his green card, what he does, it makes his final explosive charge faster. He just has a lot of high damage inflicted, extra damage to Goku's. You guys see there, like, this guy is actually not that bad. You guys see all his stats and everything. The only problem is that his Z ability does not buff. It only buffs Saiyan's blast attack, even though he's a strike-based character. You know, it is what it is. Those are really like the main Saiyans. In terms of a green Saiyan, there isn't no good green Saiyans. All right, in here there isn't no good green Saiyans. Then you can kind of go, if you want to go just Zenkai buff these two, you guys definitely can, which is going to be your main damage dealers. You guys can definitely go like this route here and just Zenkai both of them. Where is purple Scouter Vegeta? Unfortunately, this dude does blast, but if you're just trying to just double Zenkai buff them, that's one of the biggest advantages that that Saiyans has, is that they have access to the Zenkai buff. Like, you know what I'm saying? If you guys want to go with an HP buffer, you guys can go with Raditz. I don't think Shala is added to this, because Shala will actually be pretty cracked because he can go Super Saiyan Blue. Yeah, Shala is not added to this, thank Lord, because everyone will be using Shala as a leader slot. He'll probably be the best character in here. Or you can go with a route where if you want a blue, you want to do like a full color wheel, like not a full color wheel, but like 4 colors. Like I said, this Goku, although he's not gonna be paired with a full movie saga team, he's still probably the best blue. I like him a little bit more than the Bardock, especially if you're not pairing him up with Super Saiyans. I like this Goku a little bit more, but he's not gonna get that endurance because he's not paired up with a full movie saga team. But a team like this, for example, so maybe if you wanna, if you revere Majin Vegeta a little bit more, you could probably add in this Goku here. He can kind of help you guys out. He does have a full Saiyan. I mean, he does buff Saiyan strike defense. It's not the best Z ability, but it does help with the Saiyan's team as well. So other than that, that is pretty much all the teams that I can really think of that will be pretty viable here. Future is going to be trash. God Key doesn't really have their main characters, right? That's God Key starts to get a little bit better when they have, you know, Whis. They had the blue Goku, the blue Super Saiyan Blue Goku, the purple Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. This is where they just started out. Another solid blue is this Goku here, but I just think I like him a little bit more. I like this the movies Goku a little bit more. I don't like how this guy basically kills himself when he transforms and everything like that. Other than that, I mean, I guess one team you could make is if you feel like you have a good hybrids team and you're kind of looking for like a good like alternate color, you can kind of do like more of a leader slot thing where maybe you have like Pan, you have like Gohan, so you could build you could force yourself to build a Sun Fam team, but you want to kind of build, you want to have this Gohan here, depending on if you have a lot more Goku, like really strong Goku characters or really strong hybrid characters, you can switch your bench with the Gohan or the Raditz and kind of build, like say you're trying to build like a Saiyans team, right? But you don't have a good strong purple, but you have this Gohan here. You can leader slot this Gohan and have Raditz as your bench. Or if you have a really strong hybrids team and you're kind of missing like a strong, powerful yellow, say like you're facing a lot of strong purples, you can leader slot a character like this Goku here as your main yellow, and then you can build like a full like Saiyans team. I mean, full hybrid Saiyans team. So you can also play around with the leader slot. But I think the team that's probably going to be the top tier team is going to be Saiyans. No matter what type of Saiyan team you build, is going to be really good just because they have the most Zenkai buffs for that tag, right? You know, they can get double Zenkai buff, triple Zenkai buff. That's very powerful. They got access to some of the top tier characters are newer Zenkais and already have unique plats. I also think LFW is going to be really powerful. Chilled, Blue Cooler got a unique, Yellow Freezer got a unique with a Zenkai, both of them. And then Green Cooler is the newest Zenkai, and his stats, his Zenkai, like if you look at his unique abilities, it's the best one here. So 70 here, like look at this, reduced damage by 60 key, permanent card draw speed. I personally think he's individually the best character. Like he's getting an extra 50 there, extra damage to blast if he has defeated battle members. Like this guy, like look at this, 30 damage inflicted every time he, like bro, he just has so much, and then he's getting an extra 50 too every time his enemy attacks while this character's on the field. So like this guy just has high damage inflicted buffs. He's probably the best individual character in here. So hopefully you guys do use him if you guys have a good LOE team. And make sure you guys rock the peers and everything for the whatever team you guys are rocking. And that's pretty much it with this video. That's pretty much it. Hopefully, if I'm missing any type of like teams, man, comment down below. But I feel like I got all of them. I feel like I mentioned teams that you guys probably didn't even think about, or characters that you guys probably forgot about. But yeah, it's gonna come down to, you know, do you have the unique plats? Do you have those Z plus? Because that's gonna make or break some of these characters. Like that makes them this much like better if you don't have the unique plats. So make sure if you're gonna rock a team, get it to Z. You know, get the yellow slot or this third slot. Get the yellow slot of the third slot, and you know, use it for this mode. Make sure you arch boost, because that's actually going to help you guys out as well. Arch boosting your characters is going to give you a big advantage as well. And yeah, man, and make sure you guys, hopefully you guys have these characters Zenkai 7 so it can kind of give you an edge, bro. So that's why I always tell you guys to make sure you guys Zenkai 7 these old characters, because you just never know when you're going to need them. You don't know how valuable they are for Zenkai buffs, for TOP, for these type of modes. And that's pretty much it with this video. Like I said, it's a long video, but I just really wanted to show different teams and open your eyes and show you guys have a lot of options you guys can choose from. So once again, my name is Green Ruff, once again, and like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.